This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome to another episode of An Anthropologist Watches QuirkyloveRosee. Today we are going to go over QuirkyloveRosee, and today we are using a cut down by Snowbear, and this is from Rosee's live react from 627. We're using a cut down version because I don't want to watch the whole thing, and I know that using cut downs annoys the crap out of Rosee, so there you have it. Could I have made my own? Yes. Do I also have access to Rosee's lives? Yes. Have I probably saved a copy of said live? I probably need to get around to that, but yeah, I probably will. Am I still going to use this cut down? Heck yeah, I am. Why? Because I know it annoys Rosee. So anyway, also, to put a finer point on it, Rosee and her little rant about how, I'm lazy because I won't do my own job and cut things down, also then did turn around and give me permission to source my own cut down versions from other sources.
Like, you're just lazy. Like, if you're doing a reaction content, then you, at the very least, like, make your own edits or source someone to make your edits or whatever. Like,
so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to use Snowbear. Now, I know there's another little channel because I was watching The Ankle like yesterday. I don't usually watch The Ankle. I don't know why it popped up and I was like, hey, The Ankle. Maybe I should go watch that. And it's The Ankle too? Did I miss something? Isn't The Ankle like a big ass channel? Like, anyway, I mean, it's The Ankle. I'm fully aware. So what happened? Anyway, so yeah, I was over there listening to The Ankle, and The Ankle was using cut downs by a little channel called The Busy Bee, which we've gone over there. We've looked at some of their stuff too. And the cut downs that Ankle was using from Busy Bee seemed pretty good too. So I might be switching back and forth between Snowbear and Busy Bee here and there, depending on who has what at the time, and or who's cut what, who's got what I want in it. So that being said, just wanted to give both channels a shout out and tell you that I'm using Snowbear today. I really like Snowbear though. Snowbear has a soothing voice that I could fall asleep to. People tell me that. Y'all tell me you put my videos on and then you go to sleep to my voice. I am terrified for you. Who are you people? Anyway, but we are also today going to be using a little technique called the Pomodoro. I don't know if you guys will hear it go off because it's in my headphones, but you might hear a little chime here and there, and that's just notifying us that we have time. Time is occurring. So if you hear strange chimes, it's either my phone or my headphones. Times are tough around here. Times are tough in the ADHD community. Yeah, so QuirkyloveRosee has a plan, but she's not telling you. Live React 2.6 from Snowbear. Thank you, everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. I think I've said like 13 times now. I think we're pretty good. I do not have this sped up. I believe Snowbear has already sped her up, because every time I speed her up and then I hit play, Rosee actually is talking too fast. So either I have slowed down quite a bit, or Snowbear has sped her up. Or Rosee just talks. Rosee started talking faster. I mean, all things are possible. Do I think? Which one do I think is more plausible? So we will probably not use every minute of this 33.21 second video. So I would have linked it down below anyway. But there will be a link to the full video in the description down below. So please, by all means, go over to Snowbear's channel, give it a thumbs up. Definitely give it a watch if you want to see the whole thing all the way through. By all means, do that as well. And I think that's everything. We always try to cite our sources over here, unlike some AI channels. That's all I believe I have to say.
Hey everybody, welcome back or welcome in. If you're new here, I'm Snow, and we take a look at people who are dumpster fires on the internet. Lately, we're looking at QuirkyloveRosee. She went live for a couple of hours, and we're taking a look at it. She didn't talk about much There was a lot of doing her nails and just vibing with chat. The things that I cut out of this that you're missing, she talked about reality TV for a long time, boyfriend heights, and levels of acceptable trolling.
Okay.
Before we get started, I just want to say
I have watched this whole, not this video. I mean, I've watched this video, but I've watched her entire live, and Rosie's just sanctimonious.
we don't send any hate or harassment over to anyone depicted or mentioned in this video. We just hang out over here, we vibe, we watch our shows, and then we go on with our day. We have a very strict no IRL policy around here, so let's keep that in mind. That being
So yeah, I don't feel like I should have to say this, but apparently it does need to be said. Don't go cow tipping or touching the poo or whatever we want to call it today. Let's just not. Let's just not. Even Rosee, let's just not. It first off, it's not going to do any good because Rosee don't give a shit what you think, and secondly, it's not going to do you any good, you know. So, just save yourself and everyone time and effort, and I don't want people over there doing shit like, oh, I got sent here by Tiny. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, and I will disown you. So there's that. I think that's all I have to say about that.
being said, let's get started. Feel free to like and subscribe. For every like, I will sweep your floor, and for every subscribe, I will pluck off your fingernails one by one.
Well, thankfully I'm already subscribed, but I did like this video. Snow Bear, my floors need some sweeping, so chop chop. Let's go. Floors swept. Let's go. Anyway, right.
Are there any mods on? Probably not. Chicken Parm, actually. Do you want to be a mod?
Do you want to be a mod? 5-day-old channel? Do you want a mod for me? 5-day-old channel? The only reason does she really not vet her mods at all? Like, at all? Chicken Parmesan, I think that's the full name of the channel. Or channel. The whole, whatever, account. Chicken Parmesan has been very busy. Very, very busy. In the, what, it might be a week old now? might be a week old now that it has been on YouTube, active on YouTube. Very busy account. So there's that. And now it's apparently a mod for Rosee. So that couldn't possibly end well or badly either. So good job, Rosee. This is why your mods end up being catastrophes in the long run, because you don't check who they are, and you're just like, oh, I saw Chicken Parm saying nice things about me on other channels that I totally don't watch or read the comments of because I don't interact with Girl World. I was winking if you couldn't tell. So yeah, so would you like to be a mod for me? Chicken Parm, who has no idea how to be a mod. You don't even know if Chicken Parm isn't a minor. You don't know shit about this account, who is now a mod for you. So, good job. Good job.
Rosee, girl.
Yeah, June 24th, 2026. You don't know squat about this channel. This channel could be anything. This channel could be 3 wild hogs in a trench coat and a shady hat. You don't know.
You just modded this person. Joined YouTube June 24th of this year. This live took place on June 27th. Girl, I beg of you. I beg of you.
Press on nails is so much easier than taking a shower.
She got, to be fair though, she did kind of need a mod. She got a lot of shady comments this live.
Are you trolling?
Did you need that clarified? Putting on press-on nails is so much easier than taking a shower. Did you need that clarified? I think my intelligence is clear.
What cats and screwdrivers? What does that have to do with the other?
Funny how everyone else could figure it out except you.
In my opinion, I don't think they were trolling chicken parm.
Okay. Why would you think that wasn't a troll? I mean, it's cool if you don't want to time out your trolls, that's fine, because then you actually have people participating in your chat. But like, where in your head is that not a troll?
Cool your jets a little. I'm gonna.
Okay, look, Chicken Parm may be a 5-day-old channel, but Chicken Parm was doing its job, and yeah, that account probably needed to be quieted down a little. I don't know. Look, man, don't yell at your mods for doing their jobs, okay? This is why you don't have any.
Oh, you already? I know you timed them out. Let me put it down to 10 seconds. I'm gonna give her a chance to respond. Sometimes when you're modding, there's just a little bit of a learning curve.
Yeah, Chicken Parm. Sometimes when you're modding, you're stupid, and I don't agree with your choices as a mod.
Fancy pants parm. Don't mess with the parm or you'll get my razzle with the dazzle. Oh, I missed the last comment? Oh, okay. Well, then I will recorrect
Sorry?
that then.
That was me.
Okay.
Yeah, we spent a good amount of this live training Chicken Parm Patty on mod
Chicken
duties.
Parm Patty.
And they were on the ball. They were on top of it. They were all over it. 90% of this was her talking about nails and pulling off nails and talking about how important nails were to her ability to take care of herself. For some reason, it just helps her take care of herself in other ways, is putting like $5 press-on nails on her hands and having them pop off immediately. Someone in the chat asked, self-care, have you already tried lifestyle changes to try to get healthier? She didn't address this. Not in so many words and not directly.
So I didn't fall asleep till like after 8 a.m. and I woke up before 8 a.m. actually, sorry, so after 7 a.m. And then I woke up around noon.
Why are you bragging about this? If I was in that kind of if that had happened to me, I would feel sick. That would make me feel sick. Just being that off of a normal sleep schedule. Now, if that was my normal, I would be functional. I mean, some people do live on like what is that, first or second shift kind of a pattern where, you know, you have to be up at the crack of dawn kind of a thing, or you work overnight kind of a thing. So, you know, that for some people that is their normal. But that's because they have a reason to do it.
So I'm kind of dragging ass. No plans with Levi. Someone did invite me to a 4th of July party that he's not going to want to go to. No, because if I had a private pop, I'd be skinny dipping at night. Yeah, girl. Private pool. Duh. I refer to it more so as a chunky dunk, but.
Great. There's an image I can't get out of my head now. Look, if she wants to go chunky dunk in her pool, I don't care. I just don't want to hear about it.
You know, the vibes are the same. Rosee, if I was invited over for dinner, what dinner would you make me? I have a friend coming over tomorrow, and I still don't know what to make them. So if budget wasn't a concern, I'd make like my ribeye meal because I'm.
Budget wasn't a concern. Well, I guess they didn't mention that they had a budget, so.
It's a really good, impressive meal. It's not hard to make. With like the bacon green beans and.
Her bacon green beans? You mean the green beans that swim in grease? How do you not get the shits from those?
Either like homemade mashed potatoes or twice baked potatoes or roasted sweet potatoes, whatever the vibes are.
So potatoes? You'd serve it with potatoes? Is that what I'm picking up here? I don't know. Do you think potatoes would be a good side dish? I can't think of anything else. Maybe potatoes. How about some cheesy potatoes? You think cheesy potatoes would go with that?
Some kind of bread.
Bread? Why would you? My family didn't do the bread thing. but I know a lot of other families did. So maybe that's a thing. Because I know some families do the bread thing, like they'll have bread with every meal. My family didn't do that, so maybe that's just a me problem.
But if you're going more budget friendly,
smear my nose and my snot all over my face. Marr.
It depends on the vibes. You could do like some of those like party like cocktail weenies, like the the ones like with the grape jelly barbecue sauce, or like with meatballs, or
how is that dinner?
Some kind of like queso rotel dip.
How wait? They wanted dinner suggestions. These are appetizers.
Like that kind of appetizer vibe of like just a bunch of different things that people can like munch on. Or you could make some kind of casserole.
Casserole would be what I would go with, but y'all know where I'm from. You could call it a hot dish, but you'd be wrong.
Just to like pop in the oven with like a salad and a side or two.
Lasagna. Just make lasagna. You can't fuck up lasagna.
My grape salad recipe always is a hit because I use cream cheese.
Not from what I understand.
Instead of mayo.
Even her hypothetical meals are slop. Even her hypothetical meals.
Okay, to be fair. Green beans with bacon is not slop. The way she makes it is. That's actually a real Martha Stewart recipe, no less. Baked potato, whatever. We know that she likes her ribeyes smacked on the ass, and then she just eats them anyway. So yeah, that's too raw even for me. So that one's fine. Casseroles, I understand. Casseroles visually can be very unappealing. You kind of have to grow up with casseroles, I think, especially certain types of casserole, for those to be like, oh, that looks good. Oh, that turned out nice. Really? Looks like a dog vomited and you smeared it down into the dish. Yeah, it looks great. I understand. I do. I get it. The little weenie things with the grape jelly, that's real. That's a real recipe. I can't remember the whole recipe, but it does, for whatever reason, it's got grape jelly and I think barbecue sauce in it, because apparently the barbecue sauce isn't sweet enough. But yeah, that's like a potluck thing that just people would bring every time we'd have an office party. That and the queso dip. Oh, the queso dip, though. That's good shit. And that's just like Velveeta cheese and a can of salsa. You can't fuck it up. You can. Don't let me challenge you. Don't let me challenge you, Rosie. But so those two things, though they sound very strange, are actually fairly common. The grape salad, however. The grape salad. Yeah, no. Especially the way Rosie decides to make it. Grape salad is a thing, but not Rosie's version. That I don't know what the fuck her version is. I am from the land of mayonnaise. I am from the land of Miracle Whip. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Our slop.
Oh, Love Island. That was
I
kinds of dating.
Honestly care less about Love Island. Boop.
Stuff, not for me. Oh yeah, no. I used to love Survivor and like Amazing.
Don't care.
1 second, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go change.
I don't know what about this outfit was so upsetting to her. It's one of the less. I don't. It's such a normal outfit for her. I don't know why she decided to change it. Because it looks so much better. I mean, all you did was put on a different shirt. You know, I don't understand.
Oh, well, I really don't recommend that. And if she were to ever be in my chat, I'd have to block her.
Ah, yes.
The channel is not for children, dude.
Then why don't you make it so that only 18 and up can watch your channel? It's a button you can push. It's a little button you can push. Doot. Is this video for children? No. Is this channel for 18 over? Yes. Boop. It's a little option. You just click on it. Bloop. Bloop. Lots of channels do it. Bloop. Especially when they talk about the weird shit you talk about. Bloop.
Like, I'm glad you support me and stuff, but like minors shouldn't be watching my channel.
Okay. Here's the thing though. Minors can lie about their age. And so, okay, minors can lie about their ages, and so can adults. So, I mean, somebody could not be under 18 and be lying and saying that they are. It goes both ways. But you don't verify shit anyway. You don't even go to their accounts to look and see if maybe possibly they're an underage account. You don't even do that. You're just like, me, Matt. And you don't do anything to protect your channel against it. Like, there is an option to make your channel 18 and over. But you won't use it. You'd rather just do this. And I think it was Scar was saying that, like, 10%, 9 or 10% of your viewership is under the age of 18. I don't think any of mine is. Like, my viewership starts around 20. It's in that bracket. They have the brackets broken up, right? I can't remember what all the splits are, but like my youngest viewers are like 20, 24, something like that. And then it goes up. It doesn't go down. Because honestly, kids aren't interested in this kind of shit, to be honest. I think it's weird.
This is not, a lot of the topics here and stuff is not conducive for younger people.
Well, I mean, since you're not going to block since you're not going to turn your channel into an 18 and over channel, you could maybe not talk about the topics.
No disrespect, I bet she's great, but
What is she doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why am I watching you do it?
harder than it actually is, and that's just because of my hand shit, guys. Sorry.
My hand bean. Are you done yet?
Okay. That's enough. Remove her.
Cool.
I'm not trying to take away. She says she has hand cramp. She doesn't really talk about what her hand problems are, but doesn't everybody get like hand cramps?
So I don't know if Snowbear doesn't know this. Rosie's tried to claim a couple different things for her hand peen, and one of them is she's tried to claim arthritis. So that's part of her hand peen. So she has in the past defined what her hand pain is. And like normal, she gets shut down for it because she has either been told by doctors, no, you don't have that, or she's just self-diagnosing as normal.
When you're like doing specific things, isn't that just like a universal thing that you get hand cramps when you're like
But yes,
tensing your hands to use small things? Is that universal, or do I have the same hand cramp that she has? Do I need to look up hand cramp
crap.
in my portal?
If I were to ever have children,
God help
I
us
would
all.
put so much energy into researching and trying to figure out ways. Hi, Jess.
Excuse me.
Hello. I would be doing
Hi, Jess.
everything in my power to figure out ways to keep my child or children device like free as long as possible.
You fucking live on the internet. How are you going to keep your kid device free? Uh-oh, there's a 25-minute warning. Yeah, we made it 6 minutes in. That's pretty good for us. Because this is actually one of the topics I wanted to talk about.
So apologies for the reaction channel inception that we're about to experience, but she dumped this one video off the internet, so we have to kind of watch it through other people. So enjoy a little bit of Pulpy and Scar while we get this backstory to how she really feels about children and devices.
So actually, and I might I will react to this probably after I get done with this video. I have in my treasure chest that I recently discovered, I have the video where Rosee talks about, I think it's called like the pain of being a step parent or something like that. But I have that video. and I have it in its entirety. So yes, Rosee did try to yeet it off the internet. Hey, I used it correctly. But I have it. Wahaha. Ha 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 ha. And I am trying to figure out how to get these videos someplace where I can just be like, here, access. So I'm still trying to figure that out. One person has suggested the Daily Mail. I just need someplace where I can put that many videos, and I don't want to have to pay for it too much. I love you guys, but I don't want to pay for it too much. And I can't put them back on YouTube because the same problem that, well, no, you know what? I probably could, as long as the channel's not monetized. Because all that happened to the girls is they got demonetized. I might be able to put them back on the internet. I might be able to put them back on YouTube. As long as I don't monetize the channel. I'll have to look into that one.
I accidentally found out that they were planning to come out. I accidentally found out that they were planning on coming out.
Pulpy is so precious. I wish I could be more like Pulpy. In that whole, like, wholesome-ish kind of way. Pulpy just seems like precious. And I don't mean that badly, right? Pulpy seems like he's a genuinely nice person to kind of be in a room with, you know?
Access to their email. I've gotten access to their email.
Oh, here it is about the emails. Okay, right. Was this when they were like 8 or 9 or 6? Because I think the timeline is 8 or 9.
I forgot how it happened or like the reasoning, but basically.
Well, you seem to remember it fine in 2025. You said it was their school email and I had access to it on my phone. Why did you?
Yeah, so this story has morphed several times, and I wonder if I can find the 2025 version. She might have yeeted that one too, but that would be kind of interesting to cut them all together. In 2025, she said she decided to elaborate on this story to make herself sound like she was more not creepy. And it didn't really work, kind of backfired more. But in 2025, she claims that her, at the time then, fiance, the father of the child, had asked her for some reason to monitor the child's school email. And so it was, for some strange reason, Rosee's parental-ish duty to monitor her very underaged, not stepchild email. And it totally wasn't Rosee being nosy and trying to figure out a way to get the kid to like her, because as we find through other stories not related to this one, that kid doesn't like her and has actually asked Rosee to stop trying to communicate with them.
You have access. That's it. Go, whatever. There's so much of this story.
Reminder, she had just moved back in with him. The child wasn't bonding with her. They were like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about you. So Roz goes, she said school email and recent history, but in the past she said it was to see which anime they were interested in.
Bad and weird and bad and weird.
I had their email on my phone.
Was it weird? Was it weird, Pulpy?
It was just to kind of, to monitor, they were young. They were like,
why was
at this
their
point in
email
time, I
on
believe they
your
were around,
phone?
they were like 10, maybe 11.
Hang on, I gotta check a thing. Okay, we're good. We be good. Checking in on our Pomodoro. We be good. Let's get going.
Also, kids' school emails are monitored by the school.
Girl, you...
So she said they were 10 or 11? At this point, I believe they were around like 10 or 11. I think she's changed the age of the child also, which I think is why there's so much confusion about what the age of the kid was. Because I know I watched the ankle react to this from Busy Little Bee, and I think Busy Bee said that the kid was 6, as young as 6. And I feel like I have heard that number from somewhere else as well. So even though here Rosee is saying 10 or 11 and then it's coming out of Rosie's mouth. Meh. It's entirely possible that at another point Rosee has said that the child was 6. So that might not be an inaccuracy on Busy Bee's end. So before people start getting itchy about that one.
They're monitored by the school.
Girl, you...
I think the next thing I want to do is sweep. So I'm going to procrastinate briefly because I don't fucking feel like it.
Her eyes are worrisome. I know she's got like a glare going on in her glasses here. Let's see if I can get it. Kind of like I've got going on. But like, I know you all are thinking, oh, this is the least flattering picture you possibly could have freezed on. There's a reason for this. And it's mostly so that you can see that her eyes are not even. And this happens a lot with her, that one eyelid will close when the other eyelid doesn't. It's, oops. It's unsettling to see. And I used to think that she was winking. And I always was like, why is she winking? What a strange thing to be doing right at that moment. And people have pointed out to me that it's a neuropathy thing because of the diabetes. So, and now that I have seen it so much, now I see it all the time with her. And it feels like it's getting more frequent. Not like every day. Well, maybe every live. But it happens a lot. And, you know, she's got the breathing. She complains about not being able to move. I don't remember if it's this live or the live before that where she was just going on and on and on about how she's just effectively immobile. And I believe her. She's much like Foodie has immobilized herself for no reason. But that's not helping her diabetes. I know she's said that she's taking her metformin again, but the metformin can only do so much. So there's that. I would be so concerned. And I wonder if she notices that it's happening, you know, because you don't really notice that you're blinking, right? You blink unconsciously. So I wonder if this is an unconscious, well, obviously it must be, but I don't know if she notices that like one eye's closed and the other eye's open. Like, I don't know if she notices she's doing that. I don't know. I'm curious, but we're not going to go ask because first off, how do you even ask that question? And secondly, I don't think she'd answer me even if I did. So.
Like it.
See?
But I should.
Okay, I'm sorry about that face.
So, yeah, so I'm considering getting glasses changed too.
Okay, this is, someone says, oh, okay, they're 100% trolling. Someone's like, oh, I want to get glasses changed too, but I'm autistic and I'm worried about it over stimulating me. To which Rosie's like, oh yeah, well, I'm autistic and it doesn't bother me. And I'm like, girl, you just got trolled again. Because that kind of shit would overstimulate somebody who typically it would overstimulate someone with autism, right? As like literally everyone in my comment section has said. So is there someone out there who that probably wouldn't bother? Yeah, probably. But then she goes on to say, what does she say? It stimula-joys me or something like that.
I take mine off at work constantly, but I'm autistic too.
Let's see if I can get her there.
Sensory fun. Like, I'll sometimes just sit here and do this, like, when I'm by myself. I find that fun. It can be a pain in the ass if I'm just like chilling in bed wanting to wear my glasses, but like I always get the like thin metal chains because I can barely feel them. And sometimes when I don't feel like dealing with them on the back of my neck and I'm like not on camera, just doing my thing, I'll literally wear them like this just because I don't want to take them off and lose them. So it kind of just looks like a necklace when you do this. I don't do it on camera because people probably just like talk shit and be obnoxious about it, and it's just not that serious. So
We already talk shit about your glasses chain. What difference does it make? why do you care? And B, we already talk shit about it. What difference does it make if you wear it forward or backwards? At this point, like, we already question why the fuck you do it. I personally think you do it at this point just to rage bait. And I'm sorry. Oh, it's sensory joy. You mean it's a fidget toy? You use them like a fidget toy? Okay. I still think that would probably be overstimulating for somebody, because now not only is it, here it's whopping back and forth in your peripheral. I guess you have control over it because you're the one wanging your head around, but so yeah, okay, I guess. And also, no one gives a shit, man. You're thinking way too much about this damn glasses chain. Though I have been told that I now need to get a glasses chain for Gritty's glasses here. So he got glasses. But yeah, so I don't know, guys. I don't know. She's a special kind of autistic, I'm sure that type of autistic exists. Sure. And Rosee is the poster child of that type of autistic.
anyway, but
Yeah, girl world ruins everything. Girl world, everything's just girl world. Girl world will ruin everything. Girl will talk about it and ruin it. It'll ruin I'll put my chain like this, and then girl will talk about it, and girl. I was literally just going to say it looks pretty in front when she wears it in front like that. But no, that's me. I'm girl world now, so it's time for me to ruin it with my girl world.
Can you say that 5 more times? Can you say that 5 more times fast for me? Can I just clip that? I just sort of have that clip. I'm still going girl. You good? You make it there? That's enough of the glasses chain.
Don't get sick of me.
This has got to be a troll. Hey, girl, haven't seen you forever. Thought you quit, girl. She was live for 9 hours. 5 hours.
We're skipping through things, sorry.
Rosie's Dr. Pepper? What the fuck?
Why does she do this? Like, get a camera. You have one. Use your camera, not the one on your craptastic laptop. Use the mounted camera that I'm pretty sure you own. And like, that way you can look at your phone all you want. And we don't have to look up your fucking nostrils every time you want to look at something. Anyway. So this is Rosee's Dr. Pepper. So that's kind of funny. If you haven't seen it. I want to get past this, sorry. Oh, yeah, here we go.
My face, I don't know. I think it's funny. Pain insomnia?
I want this to be made up. I don't know if it is. I want this to be made up. We talk a lot about... Don't do this. We talk a lot about someone going over and literally just making up a disorder and telling Rosee about it. And then Rosee being like, oh yeah, I totally have that. Just to kind of drive the point home that she will pretend to have anything. So I want this to be a troll. I don't think it is. But Rosee finds out that there's something called pain insomnia, which I'm pretty sure there is one. I'm not looking it up because I don't care that much. And if you suffer from pain insomnia, I'm very sorry because it sounds awful. But then she has to, as usual, has to make it all about her. And then she has to be like, oh yeah, I totally have that. I just didn't know what it was. Wow. I know what it is now. And I've been suffering from that for like ever.
I think it's so boring. Is that right? Insomnia, or is that just supposed to be insomnia?
Why don't you look it up?
It's pain insomnia. Oh, I've definitely I just called it insomnia because like
Oh, I've definitely experienced that. I just call it insomnia.
I have insomnia in general, but I'll also experience insomnia specifically like from when I'm in a pain flare. Like when I'm in a pain flare.
You pain flare? You don't even know what it is. You're just, oh, pain, insomnia. Oh, okay. I'm just going to run with what I think it is.
I'll struggle to sleep because the pain's keeping me awake. So is that what pain insomnia is? Because
look it up.
Yeah, that tracks. Shit.
You know what's so fun is that when people mention a product, she'll be like, hey, email it to me and I'll drop that right on the Amazon wish list and people can buy me that fun thing. And I just checked her Amazon wish list and it is full of nails and shit to make her water taste like candy and 1 bottle of ibuprofen. There is not one thing other than ibuprofen. There is not one thing on there to ease her pain flares, to ease the pain that she constantly complains about, to ease the pain that she says is so fucking debilitating to her that she cannot work.
Snow Bear, honey, let me explain this to you. If Rosee fixes her pain, then and if she's not traumatized, then what is she? Also, if her pain can be treated by mere over-the-counter objects like a wrist brace or pain meds, or I don't know what else you would use, then it's obviously not that severe or mysterious or unexplainable, which would make it normal. And we can't have that either. We can't have normal pain. We can't have treatable pain. It can't be treatable. It can't be normal. It can't be like anyone else's. So because of those things, we don't even try, for one. And we can't try. Because if we try and something works, and it's something mundane, then our pain is mundane. And that makes us normal. And that means we're not special. It's very Anna-esque. Where was I going with this? I think that was my rant. No, there was something else on there. Oh, I know that she... My poor camera. It's trying so hard today. I know that she has on her list loops. The LOOP loops, the little doodads that go into your ear that are sensory deprivation. They're earplugs. They're noise plugs, but they allow sound through as well. I know that she has a pair of loops on her Amazon wish list because I was there when Scar went over it. And I find that funny that she has put a pair of loops, earplugs on her, loops specifically, earplugs on her list after I've mentioned it a few times as being something that has helped me with noise. I'm not autistic. I'm just not crazy about loud noises. So I carry a pair with me. I take them to the movies. I take them for fireworks and things like that. Sometimes I just wear them around the house. You know, sometimes I just don't like background noise. I don't know. They're comfortable. They're easy to wear. There's also generic versions of loops. I saw them when I was purchasing the ones that I have. I just went with the name brand because they were prettier. And that's basically it. Because they were prettier and I could. And I have an adjustable set now that has 3 different settings. And I think Loops was the only one that offered that. There probably are generic versions of it now if you're interested and you don't want to pay full price, because Loops is a brand. And so their version of it is more expensive than the generic versions that you will find. So I find it interesting that after I have spoken about Loops earplugs, that she now has a set on her wish list, and that it is specifically Loops and not, I think there is a competitive brand and not a generic brand either. So I just find that interesting, but I find a lot of things. I'll find the timing of a lot of the things that she does. I find that very fascinating as well, because I believe there's someone else who has mentioned loops. So there's another creator who has also mentioned them. So you're totally not in girl world spaces anymore, though.
The pain that debilitates her, that affects her life so deeply that she calls herself disabled. There is nothing to ease her disabling conditions. There are no pain patches. There's no body pillows. There are no wrist braces. There's not a cold pack, not a hot pack, not a heating pad, not fucking anything. Not one fucking thing to ease her pain.
I've explained that she has to be. Her faces. She is so self-righteous and smug all the fucking time. She's just like always smug. She's just like so put upon by the world. Anyway. Tom and Amanda, her number one enablers online, sent her money to go sweep the floor. So we now get to watch her sweep the floor. Perfect. Perfect. We're saving this one. Saving this one. I didn't plan this. This is perfect. Boop. Gonna send that one to Scar. Right, anyway. And then immediately coughs directly into her hand. Immediately touches her phone. Surprised she didn't like smear it all over her face first.
And the reason most people think I'll fix everything is literally fat phobia. Can't convince me otherwise.
Oh, I think someone said weight loss.
So, fat phobia and ableism, but you know.
And ableism.
And this is something, I'm not going to go through and dig through and pull all of the comments saying this, but there's a lot of straw man arguments in her live that are supporting her, where it's like, losing weight isn't going to fix all your problems. And I don't know anyone who's saying, if you lose weight, it's going to fix all your problems.
I mean, no, losing weight's not going to fix all of her problems, but the problem is especially when she goes to the doctor, because she's on getting fibromyalgia. There we go. She's on getting that diagnosis again, because her peeing. So she wants to get out. Something bit me. She wants to get that diagnosis again, and so she's self-diagnosing once again. Her pain. Where was I going with this? Oh, but the one time that she went in to get diagnosed, this is also when she went in to get her arthritis diagnosis, I believe. She got told by the doctor, no, you don't have it. And B, you need to lose weight. And she's like, fat phobia. And it's like, well, here's the deal. They can't figure out what's wrong with you until they eliminate all of the obvious things. And you being close to, well, probably over 500 pounds at this point, probably doesn't help. So they need to eliminate that before they can figure out if there is something else wrong with you. They can't just like prick your finger, run your blood through an analysis machine, and suddenly they know everything. They don't. I wish they could, believe me. But that's not how it works. And it's medicine is a process of elimination. This is what I've learned watching Chubby Emu. All right. Even when you're in even when you're standing on death's door, it's literally just a process of elimination. That they just like, okay, this didn't work. Next. Okay, that kind of worked. Well, what about that work? Let's keep doing that one and throw something else in. But the thing is you won't even do the part where you're eliminating the obvious so that they can start working on the unobvious. Because fat phobia. Girl, you're 500 fucking pounds. And you have, not to be mean, I don't do this very often, but not to be mean, you have a very odd shape to you. And I'm pretty sure walking around with that much weight on your body, distributed the way that it is not good for your joints and your legs and just your skeletal structure in general. And it probably does create a good deal of muscle strain. Okay? So yeah, I don't for a minute think that she doesn't have pain. Yeah, that was a lot of double negatives, but so I do think she has pain. I don't know what's causing it exactly. I can guess, and I think it's because she's overweight, but I'm not a doctor, right? And when she goes to the doctors, which she does occasionally, they tell her to start by losing weight. Because if it's the weight, problem solved. If it's not, then they got to figure it out. But they can't start figuring it out until you lose the fucking weight. People are not meant to be 500 fucking pounds. Okay? Full stop. Anyway.
No one's saying that. I think people are saying if you lose weight, things will be easier for you.
And then there's that. The world is not made for, well, it didn't used to be made for giant fucking ass people. It's sort of kind of starting to be made that way. At least America is. I don't know how I feel about that. But here we are. Next topic.
Because the society is just so rude. Clock that. Nobody understands that all bodies are beautiful, and that's why I'm grateful for you, Rosee. You've helped me. Well, I'm so glad I can help you in some small way, Maggie. Like, sincerely.
I think is this the next one I want to hear about?
Because I refuse to hate myself into a smaller size. I'm not going to do it.
Not gonna do
I'm not going
it.
to do it.
Not gonna do it.
Because then by the time I get there, I'll still hate myself, you know? I definitely notice a positive difference in my physical and mental health when I lose weight. Yeah, no, and I'm not discounting that at all. Love yourself into health. Absolutely.
You kind of are. You kind of are you kind of are dismissing it. You kind of are.
And
yeah, everyone I think in her chat was like, you know, and someone specifically says,
did you hunt for these? Did you look for these? Because like, I just like naturally pause sometimes. Sometimes I will go back and hunt one down. But like, you had to be hunting for these. You didn't get the over under lip drink though, like the turtle lip. I don't even know how you manage that.
Like taking care of your body is a way that you can love yourself. I'm not sure where she says that came from her.
I'm sorry, I can't listen to you with this picture up there. I can't. I'm sorry. Right on the eyeball. Me. Okay.
Quite frankly.
I'm saying you have to, but like that's like a lot of the mentality people have, like when it comes to weight loss and things like that. They
yeah, baby, tell me about the weight loss and what people think when they lose weight. You tell me about it. Tell me all about it. You tell me everything about losing weight and the mentality that goes into long-term sustainable weight loss. You tell me, Rosee. Tell me about it.
They hold this mentality that like you have to be hard on yourself, and I mean, a lot of those people use my content, use my videos to create like a fear reaction in them to go to the gym and all of that because they can't find the motivation within themselves without exploiting other people.
I started losing weight when I hit 180 because I saw the number on the scale and I went, nope. And I have never gotten that close again. I was not going to be 200 pounds. I got to 180. Literally, I remember that day. I stepped on the scale and it read 180 and I went, fuck no. And I started losing weight from that day. And I have managed to stay under that. I'm in like the 60s, mid 60s now. And I can't get out of it because I'm a loser. But and I can't get out of it because I'm not strict with myself. And I'm not consistent, right? I know why I can't lose the weight. But I'm not 180, right? And I'm not going to let myself get back up there. And maybe seeing people maybe reacting to Amber and Amber and Rosee, maybe that does motivate me because my thought process is, and I'm not slamming people, this is just my thought process about myself. You know, to get to 200, I just have to let go, right? Just stop caring, just eat whatever I want, whenever I want, however much I want, just do it. And once you get to 200, or once I get to 200, fuck it. What's another 50 pounds? And now I'm 250. Well, fuck that. What's another 50 pounds? Now I'm 300. You see the problem? Once you let go, it's easy to just keep letting go, right? And I'm not saying like I'm white knuckling it at 160. Obviously, I'm not. But like seeing someone like you and using you as motivation in your condescending shit of because they can't find motivation inside of themselves. I think you're projecting a little. I think your problem is you can't find the discipline and the structure within yourself to lose and keep off 100 pounds, right? So you can't fathom how other people can manage to lose weight and keep it off, right? You and Amber and Foodie are all cautionary tales, right? You are the end product of a life of gluttony and non-care, right? You and Amber and Foodie are what untreated depression looks like severe untreated depression. You three are what that looks like. You don't have to convince me you have depression. You don't have to convince me that Amber has it. You don't have to convince me Foodie has it. Obviously, healthy people don't look like this, right? But you three and others like you are cautionary tales of what happens when somebody just stops giving a shit, right? And the other thing that's common amongst the three of you is you have no social network around yourselves. You have no support network. Yeah, we can say Rosee has her brother and her mom and her dad. And I'm not trying to be mean to Rosee because we do like Levi here, but he is an enabler, right? And her mother and her father, they're enablers, right? Everybody walks on eggshells around Rosee. Everybody gives Rosee what she wants. Everybody does what Rosee asks. Rosee says jump and everyone asks how high. That's enabling. That's not support. All right. Nobody tells Rosee no. Nobody tells Rosee not now. Right? Because Rosee throws a fucking fit if they do. And nobody's willing to listen to Rosee throw a fit. What is she going to do? Get up out of her chair? Chase you down? Run down the block to get you? She won't fucking get out of that chair long enough to wash dishes. She's not going to chase your ass. Not unless you have the last bottle of ketchup. Right? So that's the thing. People may use you as motivation. They may have used Amber as motivation because they don't want to see the end of their lives reflecting yours. And that's not necessarily a fear response, you condescending. It's an acknowledgement that the life that you are living is awful. The life Amber is living is awful. The life Foodie is living is awful. All right? The only people that can't seem to figure out that your life is crumbling, disintegrating around you is you. You can't walk. You hardly can breathe. You have to tummy time all the time because if you lay on your back, you suffocate yourself. Wouldn't that freak you the fuck out? You roll onto your back and you can't breathe anymore? Dude. You don't take care of your hair. You don't take care of your hygiene. In general, the weird, gross shit that she does, that's just upbringing. That's just habit and upbringing. That's really not a 600-pounder thing. But, like, you eat weird fucking food because you'll eat anything. You know, you eat weird fucking combinations of food because you don't care. You just want to eat. There's something wrong with you. I'm sorry to be so blunt. People don't eat the food that you eat for a reason. It's gross. Okay? You shouldn't eat the food that you eat. All right? The cursed potluck is a thing for a reason. You know, like, where else am I going with this? You won't hold a job, so you're not independent. You're reliant on people around you. If your family decided to stop supporting you, you're screwed. You can't drive because you don't fit. You don't own a car, and you haven't since you wrecked the last one. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You don't seem to see how catastrophic your life is. And it's not just the fact that you're 500 pounds, practically fucking immobile, can't breathe, and will eat fucking anything that doesn't literally move fast enough. It's not just that. It's all the other shit that goes around it. People aren't getting healthy out of a fear thing because they see you. It's not fat phobia that people use you as a motivation to get healthy. It's people see the overall byproduct of your life and they're like, fuck that. I'm good. I'm going to go back to therapy. I'm going to talk to my doctor. I'm going to take the meds. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to clean up my diet. I'm going to do the shit you won't do so that I don't end up like you. You're a cautionary tale. That's maybe fear. Okay, maybe it's fear. Maybe it's fear. But more, it's a desire to live. But I think I've ranted enough about that one. We are unfortunately at the end of our Pomodoro, so we're going to have to end here. We'll come back to this. There was a lot. I think there's like one or two other things I wanted to get to during this live, but we will do it at another time, boys and girls. So if you have made it this far in the video, go ahead and put a pair of glasses down in the comment section down below. If you want to go watch all of Snow Bear's video, and you should, head on over to the link down below that's in the description. Give it a click. I'm encouraging you to go do that because I am using Snow Bear's video. So I want you all to go and watch Snow Bear's video so that she gets the views that she deserves to have on her video. See what I'm doing here? But that being said, thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who listens to me become a sanctimonious B word at the end of my videos. And that's all I've got for you guys. So don't forget, your emoji is a pair of glasses. And if you want to watch the members video of me playing with my Labubu, I can't reach. You have to become a member. I know that's incredibly enticing. I know you're running over there to become a member right now so you can watch me dress a Labubu. I'm kidding. And yeah, I will see everybody in the next video. We got about halfway through it. Yeah, we got about halfway through it. So I will see everybody in the next video when we will wrap this up. So bye.
This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.